All right, you guys, welcome back to another live stream. Please share, subscribe, hit that like button for me, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And let's get with this live. Now, the Mother Plains is coming, and this will be the end of this white man's world. Now, you might want to say, well, why they are coming? See, God is not coming for no message. He's not coming to lay down any further instructions. But this is a sign that this will be an end to a race that had been dominant. So I want to just dive right into this video because of what the government won't tell you, or what Main Street won't tell you. So we have the top secret governments revealed UFOs found at Ohio military base are linked to Roswell. So it said newly released top secret government's record has revealed shocking swarm of UFOs at an Ohio military base with close ties to the mysterious Roswell compound, where the first down spacecraft is infamously reported to have crashed. The government was forced to release documents and videos of two separate assaults by unidentified objects, phenomena, UAPs, at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Green Country in December. According to disturbing documents, the Air Force determined that the waves of an unidentified object were so serious and halted flight operations, alert local law enforcement agencies, and utilize imaging cameras to pinpoint the locations, identities of the mysterious UFOs. Now, they call these things mysterious because they ain't telling you guys what it is. See, the mothership goes to Earth gravity. 40 miles it travels. See, the mothership comes down to get its ingredients, its oxygen. It can produce its own strength, power. See, the white man knows that this is not a plane to be played with. Other planes come out of the motherships. So why are they coming? And why are they here? I'm about to explain to you. The motherships is here, brothers and sisters, to drop bombs on the city, to drop fire, and it will be the work of the will. See, in order for a new world to come in, this world got to die. And they are coming here because they see this civilization. They see the dictating. And these people are angry. They're not coming to ask you no questions. They're not coming for no further instructions. So let's get started. Thank you guys for tuning in. So we see the mother plane was made to destroy this world of evil and to show the wisdom and mighty power of God, who came to destroy an old world and set up a new world. The nature of a new world is righteous. And the nature of a new world cannot be righteousness as long as unrighteousness is in its midst. The same type of plane was used by the original God to put mountains on this planet. You see, Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, is righteous as any God before him, as the Bible and Holy Quran teach us. He taught me that this plane will be used to raise mountains on this planet Earth. The mountains that he will put on this earth will not be very high. He will raise these mountains to a height of 1 mile over the United States of America. This reminds us of the prophet prediction of this time, a destruction of the old world and the bringing in of a new world. Behold, the Lord makes the earth empty and makes it waste and turn it upside down and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof. The Bible, Isaiah 24, verse 1. There are plains and various nations, but this is the mother of them all. See, this is the mother of them all. Why? Because this type of plane was used before the making of this world. Why should God make us a sign of his power to destroy a nation? Because this is the final destruction of that people who oppose God and his purpose and aim for justice and righteousness. See, the right race is not a people who is made righteous and then turned to unrighteous. It was made unrighteous by the false God who made them. See, Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me that this plane is capable of reaching a height of 40 miles above the earth. His words could have been a sign meaning 40 years, where the plane will go into actions, and not referring actually to 40 miles. Allah God does not speak one word that does not have a meaning. Every word that he speaks has a meaning. The mother plane, according to what had been described by the devil scientists, is capable of not only staying up for a long period of time, but also are capable of confusing the scientists. They want to attack and destroy it. You see, they want to intercept it. They want to send NASA and CERN to intercept it. But we know that if a plane did get close enough to attempt to carry out this purpose, it will be destroyed. So the white man have learned, brothers and sisters, that this is not a plane to be played with. Planes come out of the mother planes. In the 1930s, the Canadian newspapers reported that they saw the wheel, the mother plane. It came down out of the sky. They admitted that it looks like a great city. And that something came down from it. And it appears to be a tube. But that tube-like thing went back up again. Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me that the 6 months to a year, the mother plane comes into gravity of the earth. It takes on oxygen and hydrogen in order to prevent it to stay out of earth gravity until it needs refueling again. Ezekiel prophecy of the will. Ezekiel saw the mother plane in a vision. According to the Bible, he looked up and saw this plane, and he called it a wheel because it was made like a wheel. A plane that is wheel shaped can turn any direction at any time. He admitted that the plane was so high that it looks dreadful. And he cried out, "O will." Ezekiel chapter 10, verse 13. See, I want to tell you, we don't have an army like God. See, God's coming with his army. See, we don't have nukes and warheads. We don't have artilleries. We don't have the weapons that America and the fortune country have. But we have a God. And he's coming with the powerful force of his nature. See, it's up to America to do good this day. But we know that it's not in their nature to do good. So now on to Ezekiel prophecy of this will. Now, Ezekiel saw great works going on in the will, and 4 living creatures. And their work was as it were a will in the middle of a will. Ezekiel 1:16. And when the living creatures went, the will went with them. And when the living creatures was lifted up from the earth, the will was lifted up. Ezekiel 1:19. The power of the lifting up of the 4 creatures was in the will. The 4 creatures represent the 4 colors of the original people of this earth. There are 5 great powers of the nation of this earth. These 5 great powers are the black, brown, yellow, red, and white are the 4 original powers. The red is not an equal power. The vision shows the 4 creatures being lifted up from the earth. And when the wheel stood, they stood. And when the wheel was lifted up, they was lifted up. See, this means that they rate upon the movement of the will. In Ezekiel's vision concerning the will, he says that he heard the voice of one tell the other to take hold of fire and to scatter it over the cities. This means bombs. It can mean fire too, however. The plane is to drop bombs will ultimately be timed to burrow quickly to a position of 1 mile below the surface of the earth with our time to explode. Allah God taught me that these bombs are not to be dropped into the water. They are to be dropped only on the city. It will be the work of the will. The will is the power of the 4 creatures, namely 4 colors of the black man. The black, brown, yellow, red. The red Indians is the benefit also for the judgment of the world. So the will is the power of the 4 creatures. So the white don't have no equal part. So I won't be surprised that the will come to show itself to the world. See, God is at a position that he's going to make his way known. And when he comes to center out the earth, people will realize that it's God bringing their nation to a nothing. So we see when it comes to the will, it's the power we see of the 4 creatures, namely the four colors of this black man. The black, brown, yellow, and red. See, the red Indians to benefit also for this judgment of the world. So the red Indians must also be redeemed. They also must turn to their Redeemer. So we must remember that God comes to separate from the righteous that which is hindering the righteous from making progress, and destroy the effect of the poison of that which has opposed the righteous. The effect of the poison will be fully destroyed at the destruction of the source of the poison which has poisoned the righteous. It is like one being bitten by a rattlesnake. Quickly, medication is administered in order to minimize the effect of the poison upon flesh and blood until a complete cure is effected and the patient is well again. It is useless to try to ignore, brothers and sisters, Ezekiel's vision of the will for the make and the structure works of the will was foretold before it came to pass. See, the disbelievers believe that which he see present and not that which is prophesied to come. See, this is why he is the losers and take the course to hell, because he disbelieved in that which is prophesied to come about in a particular day. See, the disbelievers always believe, brothers and sisters, that they are mightier than God. The disbelievers believe that they can thwart his plan until he comes, who right it is to rule. So I say never no more, and I mean never no more will the earth be let out to these white non-owners. Never no more. See, God's got to take back what belongs to him. He's going to make his presence felt, because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness of it. And if he don't like you govern this earth, he's going to move you off the earth, just as he's doing today. See, brothers, I want to tell you, they've been knowing prophecy for a long time before you even knew it. They've been knowing that this day will come. This is not a surprise to them. This is a whole cover-up that they failed to tell you what's approaching. I've been saying this modern old civilization must pass. See, our Savior is coming, and God will deliver. See, I don't care how this thing goes down, because they don't have no future. America don't have a future for you. And God is here to bring in a new world, because this old system got to die. You see, Trump is continuing to sign these executive orders. Now he's trying to sign off on the computer chip. You know, as much, brothers, I want to say, as they plan the scheme, God too is planning the scheme. And he's the best planner, knowing their thoughts before they was ever made. Now, this is what the enemy is trying to do today with this black man. You know, he's fascinating him with sport and play, and then doing the evil to keep him from going to the God who is present. You never thought the day will come when you will see your wife, mother, an old gray-headed woman walking down the streets today half nude. A few years ago, they would not have dared to come out into the public like that. And now they do so because the devil has put his approval on this kind of entire. They desire to please the devil. They do whatever the devil bid them to do. The devil desired to take this black man with him to his doom. Let us not classify the prophet as liars, and nor their prophecy. We may cause our self-destruction through belief in the devil instead of the belief in the God of righteousness. There is no equal in the mother plane. This is the reason why she is called the mother plane. The mother plane is made for the purpose of destroying the present world. She has no equal. Do not be surprised at the make of this plane, since it is from the God who made the universe of floating planets, stars, which are supported only by the power of Allah and their rotations and their orbits. Allah, God, who came in the person of Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me that the mother plane is a little human-made planet. It's not simple for Allah, God, to make a new planet if He wants to. The mother plane is capable of staying out of the Earth's gravity for a whole year. She is capable of producing her own oxygen and hydrogen, as any other planet is able to do. The mother plane can carry the same type of bombs on her that our black scientists dropped on the planet Earth to bring up mountains out of the earth after the planet Earth was created. See, the knowledge, my brothers and sisters, how to do this has not been given to the world right race, nor will they ever get this kind of knowledge. See, the knowledge of the world is limited. If the devil would get this kind of knowledge, we could just say that we are goers. However, they are not able to attain this kind of knowledge. Now, what does a 6-day-old baby white race look like trying to complete with a 6-year-old child, black nation? For this 6-year-old child can run all out in the yard and play. He can eat solid food. The power of the 6-day-old baby is limited. The knowledge and power of this world life white race is limited. The world of the white man was made from what he found and what he has seen and learned from the work of the original black man. The white race is far from being able to equal the power and wisdom of the original black man. The mother plane and her work is the display of the power of the mightiest God, Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, is the wisest, best known. He is the mightiest of them all. Oh, well, said the prophet Ezekiel. She was so high up in the sky that she looks dreadful. She is capable of staying away from you who plans the destruction of her. She is capable of confusing you who try to reach her with your means of destruction. There are scientists on the mother planes who know what you are thinking about before the thought materialized. Holy Quran Surah 50:16. Therefore, it is impossible to try to attack the mother plane. She can attack you, but you cannot attack her. The mother plane can hide behind other stars and make herself invisible to the eyes, because she does not have to wait on the power of this earth. She can produce her own power to go wherever she desires to go in space. The mother plane is not like your little bullets or cameras, which are powered by your limited powers. The Bible prophesies that today Allah God wished to make known to us that He is God. He wished to be respected as the superior God. He wished all life in the universe to know that He is the greatest. The Muslim recognized Allah God to be the greatest. He always repeat, "You are the greatest. There is none like you. There is no God like unto you. None deserve to be served or worshiped besides you. Almighty will, I repeat, that there is plenty to make of the mother plane. There is much to the course of operation of her work. Space here in this book is limited, but what Allah God taught me concerning the mother plane can be put into book forms. O will, make the rock and to heap up mountains upon the earth. O will destroy a nation. See, no wonder we see the prophet Isaiah prophesies that the earth shall read to unfold like a drunkard. The Bible, Isaiah 24:20. Let us seek refuge in Allah God from the destructive works to come, from this mother of plains. The decision, the Holy Quran, Surah 78, verse 2. Of the tremendous announcement. Now, the day of decision. We are now living in a time in which we must decide on what shall we do. It is very important that we arrive at a solution, come to define agreement. See, you black men of America are holding back your decision. You're waiting because of the people who have brought this day of decision to us by the way of rule. The rule is in way of injustice. Now the God of justice is before us, and we must decide upon whether or not we will accept a change of rulers or remain under the present rule that is passing from the scene. We must decide rightly in order to relieve the people of pressure of injustice. Let our decision be for the benefits of our present and our future generations. We have no objection to that person who makes up his mind to remain in what he is already in. However, this announcement of great importance is led before you and me so that we may come to some kind of decision agreement on what we shall do about the truth of this announcement. The announcement is the truth. It's asking to decide on whether or not we are going to accept the truth or remain in falsehood. It is called the day of decision. Decide this day which God you shall serve. The God of freedom, justice, and equality, or this old same wicked God who rule Allah God is here to bring an end to. The wicked ruler veiled the eyes of the people with falsehood, so that the people may take falsehood for truth, and truth for falsehood. This is what the Bible and Holy Quran teach us. All of the important announcements made by the prophet from Moses to the present day. You see, the enemy of truth had deceive the people and make the people think that they would listen to falsehood. They make the people think that the prophet and his God was too weak to prevail over falsehood with truth. What is said here in this writing is directed to the black man in America. He's the real one who must decide on whether or not to remain in what he is in or accept a better world that is ruled by the God of freedom, justice, and equality. My black brothers, I want you to know that you are in a pitiful condition here in this day in which the announcement is being made to you to make up your mind about what you are going to do. In plain words, I wish to write here and tell you that you do not have a long time in which to decide on what you want to do. See, thinking that you have a long time to decide is a mistake that people made in the past. Noah's people, Lot's people, was the losers for ignoring this announcement for these worthy prophets. They waited, for they thought that what they had was going to continue to be. We here in America do not have to wait and see, for America is folding up under divine chastisement and destruction taking place before your and my eyes. Also, the Bible and Holy Quran prophesies it in these days and what is going on. See, these days are the days of judgment of Allah God against the wicked. To see more may mean the end of your life and my life, as it was with the people of Noah and Lot, who waited to see more. They could not come to a decisive point of agreement. They waited, and maybe you too will wait. To wait for the truth to be fulfilled means that we will suffer the consequences of the truth for not accepting the truth. Today, a decision. As there was opponents of the prophets in the past, we have opponents of the prophet in this modern time, where all of the warning that was given before these days, we can make our decision so easily. Remember, the people of Noah had no prophets nor scriptures before Noah. Again, remember that even as late as the time of Moses, the people of Moses, the Israelites, had no previously scriptures before Moses. You black brothers are better off. You have all of the scriptures that was given to the prophet throughout the whole 6,000 years of the white man on the planet Earth. And then you would be so foolish as to delay and making a good decision until you see something happen. As the Holy Quran and the Bible teach us, until you see the angels coming in a cloud of heaven before you make up your mind. But still, you will reject that. Surely will not come in a cloud of heaven. But as the Holy Quran teaches you, it will not be a good day for you who have waited for such time. When the angel come in a cloud of heaven, they will not be coming to do anything like preaching or giving you further knowledge. See, it's prophesied that on this day of judgment, the angel will come to execute judgment on you for not believing. Save those who do believe. The preachers, the messengers, the first to be judged. The angel comes to execute judgment on those who did not believe the message. The angels in the time of Lot are a good warning to you today. Though people was lost, angels came to execute judgment on the opponents and disbelievers of Lot in the city of the plain where he was living. The day of decision, my brothers and sisters, only means the resurrection and judgment of this present world. And Jesus prophesied as it was in the days of Noah. We see Abraham and Lot. So will be today. It was eating, drinking, and having a good time, as they call it. But this is not a good time. It's a wicked time. The history teaches us that by waiting there was the losers. But yet it will be the same today. It is the same for what's going on now. You are rejecting this truth. And you are accepting falsehood instead. See, naturally, the enemy of truth is angry with the bearers of truth. Because by nature, the enemy was not made of truth. He was made of falsehood. But again, we see the Bible teaches us that whosoever believe, the same shall be saved. This is truth, where he is white or black. If a white man, woman, boy, girl believe, even though by nature they are not the real righteous, their faith will get them out of the hell that Allah God threatened this world with. And the time will be prolonged. I'm sure that you know this. They also know this. See, a reading it, a them will escape if they had the faith in Allah God and his religion of Islam. As Jesus prophesied it in the Bible, they even know an enemy gives one of his least one, a believer, a drink of water, and that being an act of goodness, God will not deprive that act of goodness of its reward. Make up your mind. Come to a right decision. I warn you. Now, when shall we see all things? Jesus prophesied that when we see the fulfillment of the prophecy at this time, then we shall know by such acts of people, strange actions that we have never witnessed before, to carry on by the people, know that it's the end is near, even at the door. See strange actions that's happening. You see what Trump is doing? Signing off these executive orders. All he got to do is sign that beautiful bill that he have, his beautiful smile, to take away all America's, supplements, RICs, and food stamps, public assisting. Now he's trying to start with the microchip. See, this is the work of the devil. You see, strange things you will see. But the Bible prophesies in Daniel and Matthew, saying that this is a time now that man has never seen before. And man will never see such time again after this time. See, strange happening, the prophecy of Jesus says that parents will be against children and children will be against parents. Do you see these things being fulfilled today right in our eyes? You see how America is? Americans don't no longer have friends. Friendship is being her doom. She no longer have friends in foreign countries. When you find out she turned brothers against brothers, her own people today is against her. Now, we see in some family case, we see parents kill children, and children kill their parents, and parents is killing their children right here in America. This is going on today in this old USA, where the gospel of Jesus preached, we see every hour of the day, somewhere in the land. And this time in which we are now living, there is no respect for dignity. The president leaving the country to travel far, to visit with rulers of foreign countries, to discuss the strange things that are happening, and the strange things that will happen between the nations. See, the beautiful, rich country of America, to which many people of Europe and Asia migrated, seeking refuge in this country, as the prophecy is now coming into fulfillment. In that day and time, everyone will begin to go away from America instead of coming to America. As the Revelation, the Bible teaches us of the prophecy that they will stand far off and see the fire of America burning, for fear of it. They will lift up their hands and their voice. They will lament for her. See, America's trades is cut off, and all of her delicious and delicate things that she used to have in trades, it is all gone. In 1 hour, one day, it came to pass here and arrest her. The most wicked people who ever lived on earth are in the arrestor. As the Bible teaches us that God says that to him, this is like Sodom and Gomorrah. Here, God did say that the wicked are the people of Noah, and his people are Lot. And his people, the Stalamites, was no more than child's play compared to this wickedness of today. For highly educated, there are scientists and making wickedness for themselves. You see, day and night, up and down the streets, people are killing, murdering each other. We do not know very much about what is going on in Europe, but we do see it right here in this city of Chicago, Illinois. The radio and television announced to the public that murdering and killing are taking place continually. When shall you see all things? Today there's great disrespect of one another. We see mother and her daughters are walking the streets in shame to the public of decent-minded people. They are throwing their clothes aside from their bodies, trying to keep nothing covered but their shame, and some barely cover their shame. As it was in the days of Noah and Lot, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. The Son of Man comes to judge man and mankind. The days have come. As Daniel prophesies, Daniel 9:26 and 27, and into the end of the war, desolation are determined. And for the overspreading of abomination, he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation that are determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Just think about it. At the end of the war, desolation, so that putting end to the hope of those who expect to see a great boost of prosperity after the war. In the days of Noah, the children of the Stalamites came out happy that morning, and that was the end. They saw a cloud making up. They just considered that it was a regular rain cloud, but that was the end. And the Bible prophecy of Jesus, Matthew 24:38 and 39, for as in the days that was before the flood, there was eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. In the time of Noah, the people of Noah was having parties, as you are doing today. And that day was the end. In the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, they were so wicked that they were willing to go to war with angels in the house of Lot. The Stalamites attacked the angels of God, who had power to destroy the Stalamites almost instantly. The Stalamites warned that they had been watching the angels visiting the house of Lot. A terrible time is gradually approaching upon us. A time so terrible until it will make children's grave head. Holy Quran teach us. The Bible teaches us that it will be a time never witnessed by man. There will be such time in the hereafter. It's a great time. Day and night storms are coming in the country. It is storming day and night. The Holy Quran prophesies a disaster, one right after another. And this we are witnessing with our own eyes. Oh, America. Oh, America. Where shall you flee? Holy Quran teach us, black man, to take refuge in Allah. Today people laugh at you if you invite them to do righteousness. They make mock of you doing right. So did the people of Noah Lot, as it is said so beautiful in Jesus' prophecy, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. When shall you see all these things that you now see? Know that it's here. We are living in the end. Black people, I said, fly to Allah, God, for refuge, and come follow me. I may look weak, but through me you will find refuge in Allah, God. The judgment is near, and everywhere that we look, and everything that we can think about marks the end of this world. There was a time in the history of the United States of America that the president goes out to try to visit the heads of all the nations that seem to be somewhat his equal. It's like a criminal who had committed a crime, and he hoped for mercy from those whom he hath committed the crime against. We cannot escape our doom when it comes to teaching us Holy Quran and the Bible. They showed no mercy at all to the black slave. They treated the black slave worse than any human being had ever been treated. They continue to do so in the face of divine judgment. Remind you of the parable of the rich man and the poor man. As long as the rich man enjoyed luxury, cared nothing about luxury for his slave, Lazarus. Then at last the rich man fall into poverty. He was unable to get help even for himself. The Bible says of the poor black slave that none helped them. Now the rich man gets in the place of his one slave. The rich man can witness how it feels to be a poor man. The parable said, at last the rich man dies. In hell he lift up his eyes. He saw his slave in the blossom of Abraham. And the heaven that slave had been promised that he would get into. Such a beautiful heaven. The poor slave was lolling around in. The rich man cried out to his slave to share hell with him. He asked the slave to bring him a drop of water in hell. He knew if the slave tried to get to hell with a drop of water, the slave would never get to heaven. The rich man would be happy if he received a drop of water to ease his pain and torment. But if the slave could not come to him with a drop of water, then go to some of the rich man's brother, who the rich man knew was bound to get a taste for the same hell that the rich man was in. The rich man said, Father Abraham, if you will not let Lazarus come to me, then send him to my brothers. In words to say, they are bound to get hell too. So I said to you, the time is not far off. This parable is now in the working. I said to you, my black brothers, Lazarus tried to stay in a blossom Abraham, because no man came to us, as the Bible teaches. No man came to the poor Lazarus, the lost found. No one aided him. I have been begging for help to borrow money, saying that we'll give extreme interest. No one have come to our aid yet. The white man have tried to prevent everyone who give us a little help. So Allah God came to help us from ourselves. May Allah God bless us to do his will and bless us to please him. For Allah God is the only help that we have. I do not care what interest we offer. No one wants to loan us. They know that we are well worth the loan, but they do not want us to be helped there. They figure we are going too fast as it is. But oh, rich man, your days have come. Your fall has come, and no one will help you. They do not want to come near. To see the divine destruction licking its tongue about you on all sides. They do not want to get near to you. See, Europe is standing far, but will not come near. She does not want anything of you. See, Europe see your doom, and does not want any herself. Whom to the white slave masters in hell he lift up his eyes. The worst is yet to come. According to the radio and television, and according to the individual conversation, and according to the conversation heard between governments, officials, concerning their problems of trying to find a way to peace for their people, a way to find a stoppage of the fall of the money markets and unemployment, and a stoppage to the revolutions between the dissatisfied and the dissatisfied. Find a way to be able to eat and keep the hungry from eating from his own neighbor. Pacification is offered, but does not satisfy. With a nation rejecting peace offer, a nation laughing and making mock of you, forever seeking peace and friendship. As it is written, we see peace is more than fine gold. Now, to see all these things come into pass, things that we did not know that we would see. We did not know that we would see such a Goliath, such a giant fall. Goliath, who had defiled the nation of the earth, come out and fight with them, as Goliath did before Israel. Now, nation make mock of that great giant of the earth, America. The sword within and the sword without. We see trouble seem to have no end, with tens of millions of free black slaves crying for justice, freedom, and equality from the white slave masters. And the white slave masters want to deceive the black slave and make promises that the white slave masters does not tend to fulfill to free his black slave. And with the free black slave thinking that he will eat some crumbs of freedom, justice, and equality from his white slave master, the free black slave will be greatly deceived. The white slave master cannot free himself from his enemies, not to think of this white slave master free himself from the consequences of the dissatisfied world. So with the worst yet to come, I said to you, my black brothers and black sisters, fly to Allah and come follow me. There are some intelligent white people who will bear witness with me that the worst is yet to come. Look at Texas. There's a warden at the Tain prison house who send the believers Muslims to the temple so that they may listen to the truth, which is their starvation today to accept the truth. I think that this is a very wise warden. It is like the general, the Bible. The general knew that the Abra was wrong and that Elijah was right. The general took 400 Elijah followers and hid and fed them with the bread in order to save them from hunger while they was in captivity. I said to you, leaders, remember the above says, of this writing, that the worst is yet to come. As the Bible teaches us, that the time will come that have never come before, and that those who understood, their hearts will be failing them with fear, and their eyes will go away in the holes. For looking at things that they saw coming on their people, the trouble, the destruction, and the pledge. Look at the earthquakes. They are taking place. Those earthquakes on their way here. Just look at the Cassette Seduction Zone. Look at the San Andreas. The new Madrid fault line. Just look at what's going to happen to that Mississippi River. Look at what's going on with New Jersey, New York. There's more earthquakes. Look what's going to happen with Montreal. Look what's going on in New England, Spain. They are getting magnificent flooding. But to say this, these earthquakes, my brothers and sisters, are on its way. You are feeling the ground shaking. So now, as the Holy Quran prophesies to us, you will hear it coming from a distant place. America be set all around now with trouble and destruction which have happened. America thought that she was immune to the trouble and destructions which are going on in other nations. Now the same trouble and destruction that you read of as happened in other countries and to other nations, the same trouble and destructions with the evil and gruesome sounds are knocking on the doors of America. Now, the question is, will America repent? This is a great question that we need to ask ourselves. America knows all the evil doing against us, but to repent of it, I doubt it much. These are will devils. Now let's get on and describe them very well. She feels now that if she tries to make up with us for evil doing to us, she will be inviting her disgrace amongst the nations of this earth. Her determination to try and keep the so-called Negro from believing in the true God, Allah, and the true religion of Islam, which is our starvation. They are using many tricks now to deceive the so-called Negro. The foolish so-called Negro are falling for them. False friendship, we see, is not able to stand up for very long. An enemy is just not able to pull a false friendship for long. You should be able to know them and their tricks as long as they have been putting them all over on you. According to the Holy Quran, we see Surah 60, verse 1, friendly relation with enemy of Islam is forbidden. O you who believe, do not take my enemies and your enemies for friends. Will you offer them love while they deny what have come to you of the truth, driving out the parts of yourself because you believe in Allah, your Lord? And this kind of doing, the foolish so-called Negro will be trapped. There are even some weak Muslims who ignore this warning. Some even go as far as to marry the enemy of Islam. And they even hate me for teaching the truth of the enemy. But Allah is with me and have no right to worry about the doing of the people after knowledge. The enemy does not love neither you or me, as the next verse teaches. If they find you, they will be your enemies and stretch forth towards you their hands and a tongue of evil, and desire that you may disbelieve. They will slay you with their hands and speak evil to you and of you with their tongue. You must remember that you do not like one who befriends your enemy. Now, how much does God dislike you for making love with his enemies? See, the enemy does not have to be a real devil. He can be your father, mother, brother, husband, wife, or children. See, many times they are your own households. Today is a great time we see as the separation of the righteous Muslim and the wicked right ways. See, this is why God comes. Separation is here. This is why the mother planes is here, to bring in that separation. We must be separated from a race today that don't have it. They're here to try to slaughter us, but see, God is here to bring in that separation. And God is going to make his presence felt. See, the wicked are not by any means asleep to this knowledge of the time. Today, they are really on the job of truth. You must know the truth, whether you accept it or reject it. Now, ask yourself these questions. Number one, if Christianity is the religion of Jesus now, why is it that this wicked right race represented instead of the righteous or holy people of the East of Islam? Now, number two, why has not the holy city of Mecca allowed it to be taught within her? See, number three, why is not Jerusalem the capital of Christianity instead of Rome, Italy? See, number four, if Christianity was the religion of Jesus and the right race of Jesus, beloved people, why did he preach the doom of this right race and the coming of a new world? See, this people will most certainly carry to their doom many of our people because of our people fear and love for them. See, look out your doors or windows and see this black woman sitting in a car close in the arms of your and her enemy. The enemy does not love her. He only wants to disgrace her and you and keep her from seeing the hereafter. You cannot have any such freedom with this woman, and especially not in front of his doors. See, the love of them will get you the hell. See, the trouble in America, no peace. See, America trying to hold her place as the greatest power we see amongst the nations of this earth, is one of the most troubled countries on earth today. The world had never before seen the top ruler of the land leaving office to visit nations abroad. So the purpose of these visits to foreign countries is to make peace with them after years of troubling them. You see, this is, you know what I mean? This is bogus because you see all these years America made their trouble with foreign countries. Now she goes to these foreign countries to explain herself, right? To explain all the problems that we having. And she's mocked and hated today by all of the other foreign birds today. So when we see the world never before seen a top ruler leave in the office to visit nations abroad. See, the main reason of visiting these countries is to try to make peace after all the years of the trouble she made. We see today America brought all of her trouble upon herself. She alone is to be charged with being the cause of the troubled world and people today. America loves meddling into other people's affairs. She cannot stay out of other people's business, whether they be a 2-cent worth soapbox teacher or president and king of countries. America actions fits the descriptions of the prophecy, the Bible. Now, the beasts have eyes around and about. Now, this refers to the mechanical listening device which America listens on other people's private affairs, as well as their listening on foreign, governmental affairs. This also refers to our powerful telescopes. Now, we see America goes aboard and make war against other people. And then she charged them making this war against her when she is the one who is guilty today of war making. The Bible says, Allah God will destroy those who delight themselves in making war. The fall we see and rise of nations. The title of this chapter is taken from this 13th chapter of the Holy Quran, the thunder. We have past history that teach us of this fall and rise of many nations. Now, however, this day, after the destruction of the nation, there will be no rise of these destroying nations, because Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, now judge American whites. So we see he would destroy those who love to make war on others. As it is written, we see Psalm 68, verse 30. Now, during this whole time, we see these mischief makers. The devil, 6,000 years on our planet. There have been one war right after another. There have never been any peace amongst them. You cannot live with them in peace. Peace was never in the nature of the white race. The white race was made to destroy the peace from the earth, and they had just about destroyed the peace from the earth. The Bible, Isaiah, as it is written, the people know not the way of peace. Why should peace lovers want a world to live in where there is no peace? If peace can be established, the nation wants peace, but they cannot have peace until the power of the peace breakers have been broken. America is angry over the possible freedom of a black one slave to go for himself, to set up self-independency. White America is angry and does not want this black slave to seek some of the nations to help him. There are other nations whose population runs into hundreds of millions of people, and these hundreds of millions of people, other nation, have sympathy for the black man in America. They hope to help this black man in America to be free, to go for self, while white America is working with all of her mights in order to prevent the nation from getting any aid to this black man in America. If other nation gives the black man America any aid, we see white America wants to hinder us. And people who are that wicked against the black slave whom they had for 400 years, Allah God should not have any compassion on destruction of them, nor should the nation of earth have compassion for white America, because white America is wicked beyond your and my imagination. White America turns the world into evil filth. You cannot go out into the streets accompanied by your decent families without your being made ashamed of the work of this white man. You see, he had made it lawful for people to go nude if they want to do so. It's a dangerous world for a person who loves to live in peace and who desires to keep his own property as well as his life. It's a dangerous world. The rise of ancient Babylon with her persecution of the righteous amongst her for hatred of the Jews and their religion. See, Babylon was brought to nothing. Is America any better than ancient Babylon? No. The people of Noah committed the same evil, same unsightly filth that's going on here in America today. But the evil and filth of the present day of America is being committed on a larger scale we see today than that committed in the days of Noah. The people of Noah was drowned and destroyed. So it was with the people of Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah. Wickedness and filth had become the orders of the day. Now, white America hands is tied up, filled with blood, filled with blood. And this is why God comes. And they know this prophecy that God will come to be amongst his people. And that they cannot stop his coming day. So let's go. Is America any better, we see? No. White America is worse, we see, than that of ancient people. See, white America see that we, the Islamic believers, the Muslims, want to do something for self and our black kind. But white America oppose us to a degree that she destroy our cattle, our farm instruments, and our machineries. See, white America wants to destroy our life. See, white America is planning to destroy our life. But Allah, God too is planning. Allah, God is the best of the planet to fall and rise the nations. To fall and rise the nations. The quickest way for America to have some fall is to try and to mistreat, to do evil to me and my followers. The quickest way for America to receive her approaching hour, doom, and for America always to try to find some way to block the success of Allah, God, and guiding me and those who are following me. America, as soon as white America learned that we are trying to purchase the wholesome quantities of low price merchandise from Japan for the benefits of all my black people in America. America goes into to make it hard for me and my followers to purchase, to receive anything from outside of America at a lower price than we pay to America. This is evil on the parts of America as we see. America will have to learn us. America will have to learn that we, the black people in America, are the brothers of the black people, the brown people, and the yellow people. We have many Muslims in these lands, and to try to interfere with the success of the Muslims in America, which is coming from God himself. God will continue to confuse America, and she will have the loss of her victory, any land and amongst any people on earth, the fall and rise of nations. Now she has become a habitation of devils. This America, the glory of the world, wealth, sport, and play, with her merchant ships, patrolling the high seas, carrying her costly merchandises throughout the population of the nations of the earth. See the Bible, Revelation 18, verse 9. The ships of America can be seen everywhere, we see, in every part of the nation of earth. Her great navies is built to command the high seas. Her decks are mounted with great earthly rifle-barreled guns. We see the decks of her ships are covered with planes, which wish to carry deadly bombshells to pour on the nations who dare now to reject her interests into the water. Why did John foresaw America threaten and daring the nation to disobey her order to allow her interests? American Navy planes fly high in the air with their deadly bombs held ready to drop on towns and cities of the nations who dares to attack her. Skies over America is shadows with thousands of planes, but yet the grievous destruction awaits America. America sent planes flying out of her country to shoot herself out into space by means of the most modern rockets designed for space travelers. At home, America country is as the prophet foresaw and prophesied the future. America is covered with planes with her army standing ready to stop inside rebellion. prophet foresaw all of this readiness and preparation for the war showdown of military might says, whom to the land shadow with wings. America, take a look around the dead pieces of our earth, the moon. She wants to see if they can do her harm. America, take a look at Venus and Mars. See that if there are signs any gods on this planet who are capable of war with her. America boasts of her ability to kill the civilization of Earth 3 times over and have an army left to attack anywhere else that an enemy may rise against her.